guys, it's Up Shatter here, and welcome back to Space Engineers. Alright, so last time we managed to get all our solar panels up, which is good. I think this time we still have to wait until dawn for us to use our car again. Because, you know, it's right now it's only solar panel powered. We don't have hydrogen or anything like that. If we had hydrogen, we could, in theory, make a hydrogen engine. Which, these things are pretty good. I messed around with them in creative a little bit. And one of these engines is basically, most of the time it's enough to power your car. Oftentimes you have to like turn down the power output to the wheels a little bit, so as to not overload the engine. But it's fine. It works really as designed. It's a very cool block for a car. Also, design-wise, it looks very good for all the car-related things. But yeah, right now we don't have any way to create hydrogen. Sadly enough, of course, the farms do not produce hydrogen. So we have to get ice somehow. And right now, I don't know how to get ice. I've also, I messed a lot around in creative lately. And basically, I messed around with different mining vehicles, and I got a few different approaches that work. For example, if you're on a mountainside, something that is really cool is just to make a vehicle with drills in the front and then drill into the mountain and procedurally add steel plates as a floor so you can go straight. That works pretty well. The only problem is if you have your drills forward and the ore starts to pour into your drills instead of your containers, the thing might tip forward, which is really funny. So either you have to put artificial weights at the back, and a lot of them actually, or you have to best would probably be a script that alerts you with a sound when the cargo container is full. And that reminds me, wasn't there supposed to be I think there was supposed to be an announcement this week from Keen about some new features, but they had to delay it because I think they said Steam. I don't think they said they messed something up, but it was due to Steam-related problem. Steam hasn't approved it yet or something like that, which is kind of weird. But they posted some screenshots, and one of the screenshots was really intriguing. You saw a lot of screens, LCD screens with interesting stuff on it. Basically functional displays without scripts, which is the thing that I always wanted, because I have to be honest, I hate messing around with scripts. You know? Even though I should technically be good at it, as I'm a programmer, right? But I just when I play games, I don't want to code. That's the thing, right? So having LCD screens that come with predefined programs, you know, they don't have to be too crazy. But there's a few programs that could be very interesting if they would add them to the game, pre-programmed, so to speak. You know, things like check if cargo containers are full, check fuel levels, stuff like that, you know. And one of the coolest thing would still be the project the camera feed onto an LCD screen. I mean, that would make a lot of things way cooler, seriously. So, yeah. I realize right now we're just mining, basically, and not doing anything else. That is what life has become. It's not space engineers anymore right now, it's mining engineers. Well, right now it's just mining. I'm not engineering anything. No, I was talking about the vehicles, right? So the mountainside vehicle was one thing. Then I experimented with a plow kind of vehicle. Not one that, there's two versions you can make this. Either you have a drill with a lot of pistons, and then you go somewhere you want to drill, and then you just push the pistons down into the ground and get them up again. Or you add a drill. Let me just try to show you this. You add a drill, kind of like a bit further up than this even. Like, I have to show it like this because there's not any blocks to attach it to. Like something like this. Add a drill like this, and that will basically be enough to mine the ground from under you. And what will happen is you have to like make a vehicle that is kind of wide, otherwise you will like dig away your drivable surface, which is kind of dumb. Make a very wide vehicle and then have like 2 or 3 of these drills in the middle, and then you just drive straight and you just pick up stone from the ground and you leave behind like a little crater or like a line behind you. Yeah, it's really like a plow, more or less. And that would be very good for this environment here, even though we would mostly pick up not like pure stone, which would be the most efficient thing. But, you know, could be kind of cool. Maybe I'll design something like that. But, yeah, right now I'm really hoping that it will become day soon. You can kind of see that the sun is about to come up. You can see that the sun is already shining onto these planets. So soon enough, it will also show its lovely face to us again, hopefully. But yeah, let's see. Can we actually make something? I think I made a bunch of steel plates, didn't I? Oh, my cat is being crazy right now. She's sometimes I like to close the door to my office, right? Or to my room here. It's not an office. I'm not working. And sometimes the cats get really crazy because for some reason they want to come in here. After you let them in here, they don't know why they came here, but they really want to be in here. Cats are weird, but I like them. Alright, let's make another 100 of those. Just getting a few more so we can at least make finish a few more of these plates here. Yeah, let's just start from the bottom here. I mean, a lot of these will have to weld with jetpack, which is kind of annoying. But there's not much we can do about that. There we go. Also, there's also on one of the creative worlds that I have, I made a very funny mining machine. It is super janky, and if you would attempt to do that, it will probably explode in your face every time. But for now, it has worked. Basically, I found like a crevice, like a crater, pretty big one. And then I built a bridge over it, and then on that bridge I made like a little a tower, and then from there I put like 10 or 20 pistons downwards, and then like a drill head made of, I don't know, 9 or 16 drills or something. And then basically I just let this thing go into the ground. And it's because it's so many pistons, it is very flexible, so it wobbles around like that. And every time you go down a few more meters, it like a flipper ball, it springs around in that hole and bumps into every wall. It's great. It hasn't exploded yet, but I'm pretty sure it will soon enough. But yeah. Oh, we're all out of steel again. Iron, whatever. Ah! Let's weld these. There we go. So the thing is, I could put a drill onto here, but I don't think that would be effective. Because one, we only have like one cargo container, which I figured out is not a lot if you actually use a drill on a vehicle. Believe me, these things get filled up very quickly on the standard setting. That's the problem. Since I played so much on the other setting, I got soft, pretty much. So I was underestimating the amount of inventory space you need. You know, even on, that's the kind of thing, I don't think that was always like this. On creative now, your cargo containers don't have infinite size anymore, which is good. Well, except your personal inventory, I think it. But like that, you can kind of test out designs a little bit better. And I made one of these drill things that I was testing, added one cargo container, went into a mountain like drilled into the mountain for a long time, and then I went into the inventory and I was like, oh, it only has like 2,000 stone. Oh, damn, the inventory was full a long time ago. Shit. But yeah, that's... I kind of like it because it makes you think a lot more about vehicle and aircraft designs. And especially with cargo things, you have to think a lot about the design, you know. Because you not only you have to transport a lot of material, you have to be able to actually lift that stuff, you know. Because as with the drill that tips over if it's full, you have to really think about these things. Also, like the first plow-like vehicle that I made, you can like set the wheel power, which is basically the power that it has to lift the vehicle to the desired offset, and I just put it there that it can lift itself, and I forgot that if you put stuff into your inventory, it makes you heavier. So I was drilling, and suddenly, basically, the floor of my vehicle was scrapping along the bottom. I'm like, oh shit! Yeah, we need to increase the power, obviously. Yeah, that's kind of cool, you know. How long until the sun comes up? Jesus. I know it's like 2 hours, but my god. I'm like, sometimes I'm almost inclined to use the admin menu to just make it day again, but that would not be right. I know we did that on the last playthrough a few times, but basically only at the end where it didn't really matter anyway. Right now it does kind of matter, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. Okay, let's get some more. Make some more steel plates. Link. There we go. Should we use the vehicle or should we not? I really want to get a shit ton of iron and then start designing the next vehicle. Or shall we just start designing? You know, just for fun. You know, just to do something else, right? I think we should. Okay, let me just grab a few things here. Let me actually grab all the things. Okay, so... actually, that's something I should do more. Use the additional toolbars. Basically, I make... In creative, I already do that kind of thing, but most of the time I make like a vehicle toolbar, so to speak. And a... oh, no, not a big battery. Small batteries, that's okay. And like an aircraft toolbar, then a building design toolbar. And in creative, I never use these for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. And I think we also want a beacon at least, so we know where our thing is at. What else do we want? What else do we need? Well, obviously we need light armor of some description. Maybe some lights. And some spotlights. Oh, actually we need a landing gear. Otherwise we cannot really start to build, can we? There we go. Also, oh yeah, right, a beacon. We wanted to add a beacon to this thing, right? But for that we need radio communication components, which I'm not sure if we have those. Not sure we can make those. 4. Well, we'll have to get a bit more iron for that. But yeah, anyway, let's think about this. I want to make one of these plow vehicles because I want to see how effective it is. That's kind of hard to wager in creative sometimes, you know. How effective will my vehicle be? Okay. Oh, like an idiot, I tried to activate symmetry mode. Well. Okay, so the drill uses a, I think it's a, what is its size? It's, I think 3 by 2, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it 3 by 3? Might be 3 by 3 actually. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that means we'll have to have a gap in our vehicle. Let's just make it with one drill. I think one drill would be interesting enough, just to prove a point, right? So we'll make a hole like this. Also, you know what? I want to really quickly make something like this. This is basically be a stepping stone to get onto our vehicle. If I don't miss, that is. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then we need to build up a little bit and make a platform, so to speak, where we can attach the... Oh, Jesus. Where we can attach the drill, basically. There we go. Okay, so I think we need to go at least one block higher. Where did I created a block somewhere. Oh, it fell to the floor. There we go. Okay. Now let's check out. The drill will have to come out from under the vehicle a little bit. But I think that could actually work. Yes. Now, we'll put it in like this, because then we can just use small conveyors here to connect to the drill. Like so. Okay, so now the drill head is looking out from under the vehicle. That will be enough, because a drill head has quite a radius to it, to its drill area. So this should be enough. Now, that's basically it. Now, the only thing we have to do is to add more cargo containers. So we can make this as long as we want, basically. The longer we make it, the more cargo containers we can add, right? And that will mean more turnout in the end. And of course we have run out completely out of steel plates, which is annoying. We'll have to go mining again. But yeah, that's the basic gist of it. And the thing is, if you think that the rail is a bit too much above ground, you can always play with the suspension of the vehicle, which is kind of nice, you know? And it works out pretty well. As I said, I'm not 100% sure how effective it is, because I have to say, in creative, I only tried the drilling portion. I never then took all the stone that I mined and put it into a refinery to see what it made. Actually, in most of my creative worlds, I also use the Better Stones mod, which I really like. They kind of updated it for this version as well. Now, if you drill into the ground, there's like different types of ground you can mine, which have different kind of resources in it. So sand has different resources in it than normal soil, and then there's mulch and stuff like that. And I really like the diversity of where you know, based on where you did, you get different materials and stuff. I really like that. But yeah. We have to... Oh yeah, now it made 4 components. Okay. Let's just make more steel plates now. Oh, you can see, the daylight will soon be here. I kind of have the feeling it's going to be next episode until the day will be fully awakened and our solar panels will be operational again. But we'll see. Alrighty. Oh, actually, there's the first like sunbeams coming through. But I think we made that error last time, that we thought, oh, the sun is here. But then in the end, turns out the sun is not here yet. Actually, let me take these. Let's continue. Okay. So, how many containers can we put on this? Well, obviously, we'll use medium containers. That should be enough. There we go. Yep. So, we'll put them on like this, and yeah, like this is the most useful. Like, most of the time I put them like this, and then you can connect them through their small conveyor port. You just have to leave like a gap so you can actually connect them properly. And that should actually work. Let's, how many should we put on there? 4? 3? I don't know. Let's put 1, 2, let's put 3 for now. The thing is, we can always extend this vehicle a little bit, you know? That's kind of the cool thing. There we go. And then basically in front here will be the cockpit. Easy peasy, right? Actually, we made a toolbar for that. There we go. There is the cockpit. And that is the basic vehicle. Now, as I said, one thing you have to watch out for is you have to make the tracks of your vehicle big or like wide. Wide is the better word here. Because otherwise your drill will dig up material from under your tires and that will make it quite awkward to drive. Let's see, how much do we have in between here? We have 1 block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks in between. So that means we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another wheel in the middle here, I think. That would be good. Yes, let's do that. There's the other one here, and then... Actually, here we only need one, right? Hold on. Something is wrong here. Hold on. Something is very, very wrong. Oh, yeah. I see it now. For some reason, I added all of these blocks here. Hold on. No, wait. Oh yeah, okay, no, I was right. So these are 3 blocks long, and this one is 1 too short, actually. Yeah, okay, so my instinct was technically right. I just didn't notice it. Okay, let's see. We need some... Oh, did it... I did not produce any more steel. Let's grab some more stones from down here.
Inventory full.
Just so we can place a bit more. And then we can, once the day is here, we'll gather a shit ton of iron. And with that ton of iron, we'll create a lot of steel plates. And with these steel plates, we'll then finish off, or not with just steel plates, but generally with all the material, we'll then finish off this vehicle here. And this one needs to have like this. Yes. Now it's correct. Well, this one needs a third one. There we go. Okay. And then we can add... Oh, wait. Obviously, these are not only wheels, we need the suspension. Duh. I always have to check which way around you have to hang these. This is the right way, right? Then I think we need to delete this one, otherwise it will not place the wheel, which is annoying. Also quite funny as in creative mode. If you have symmetry enabled, and you place it on one side, it will obviously place it on the other side. And then if you delete it on one side, if you delete this part on one side, it will delete the wheel on this side, but on the other side the wheel will drop to the floor. And what I will end up basically with is, in every creative session I will have like a pile of wheels on the floor somewhere from failed construction basically. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, you can now see, this is I think the lowest suspension possible, or the lowest offset, or the highest offset, however you want to call it. And that basically means that our drill is maybe on this height here, which should still be enough to get it to the floor. But we can move these wheels like up to the lower part. We can move the lower part up to here, which will mean the drill will almost touch the floor. So there's a lot of room to play with a design like that. But yeah, we'll just have to put in... Oh yeah, batteries, right. We forgot about batteries. Also, we'll have to probably put in quite a lot of these, because otherwise it will not have the power to properly propel a lot of ore around the place. But first we'll also... Oh, Jesus, I'm too fast. Let me caps lock real quick. So, caps lock is, I think, running, and yeah, there we go. So, this is awkward. Oh, let's make it from here. This is easier. Like this. This will connect to all of our containers. There we go. And then basically we'll just over here we'll put all of the batteries. Oh no, I didn't want to activate the jetpack. Let's just put a battery here, and then all around here we can place more batteries. Well, we can place batteries all over the place anyway, but... Yeah, okay, so this will be the design we'll be working on. And then, you know, the plan would be then also to put a lot of solar panels on this, and that the batteries can charge during the day. And the rhythm that we will have is during the day we'll use our explorer vehicle to pick up ore from mines and explore. And during the night, hopefully, if all the batteries are full, we'll use this to just plow through the plains here and pick up a lot of stone and then mine that as well. You know, it's like a two-pronged strategy, which I hope will work, but we'll see if it's actually feasible or not. That's also one of the things that is often very hard to test in, you know, in creative, is how fast will your ship run out of energy? Because in creative you have the thing that is in creative, you have the energy, the power level of your energy. So if you have not enough batteries on your ship, that you will notice. But you will not see how fast the batteries and stuff are draining, because the batteries are always 100% full for creative. So sometimes it's a bit hard to figure out if you have like enough solar panels to recharge on your ship, right? I mean, yeah, you could calculate all of these things, but what is this, math class? Come on. We are not here to do math. We are here to do engineering. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Inventory full.
There we go. Now it actually, now the sun should be up by... This is so weird. It looks so bright out here, but the sun is nowhere near. I think it's behind that hill over there. Also, it's kind of cool now. The planet actually looks like a, you know, like a sickle moon. It's kind of cool. Never saw that before. It's kind of weird. That's how the moon works, isn't it? Well, the only difference here to our like solar system is that, of course, in this solar system, the sun is circling around us. So this is like the medieval model, where the planets are the middle of the universe and not the sun. But you know how complicated it would be to make space engineers basically with a real physics, I wanted to say. You know, that the planets are actually moving, because that would mean that you are always moving. You know, they would have to do so many calculations, I imagine. It would be kind of crazy, probably. Alright, we got some more steel plates. Oh yes, look at it. The sun. It is rising. Beautiful. Okay, so I think actually we'll quit it here. There's not much else to do. We'll just have to wait for the sun to rise, and then we'll take our little explorer, our little rover over there to the iron site, to the iron mine, and we'll mine the shit out of that. Maybe I'll even put some more cargo containers on that thing. You know, like small cargo containers, like under here or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. That is freaking beautiful. Oh, yay! Now it's daytime. Woo! Cool. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.